So there's a lot of stuff going on in the world. I posted about this on Facebook yesterday. And for me, I had this like epiphany yesterday. Like, yes, there's a lot of bad things going on, but it's also kind of exciting to be alive right now because in order to get rid of the bad, we have to go through it. So we're going to go through these bad times, and then what's going to happen is eventually we're going to hit this, I guess, peak where everything is great. You know, I don't know when that's going to happen. I don't know when we'll be at peace in the world completely. The best thing that we can do to achieve that and go to that direction is to work on ourselves and is to take care of ourselves, because the better we treat ourselves, the better we treat the world around us. The better, the more compassion we have for ourselves, the more compassion we have for the world. I just wanted to share that really quick. It was just
yes, that's so true. It's so true. And I love how you said that. Like, yeah, there's all this bad stuff, but it's making us aware. Like everything you just said, I totally agree. Yeah, that self-love, self-compassion is when we do that we just want to give that to other people. And I think the coolest thing about that is, I've done a lot of work on myself and all that stuff, but when you do that hard work, and it's not easy, but you sharing it and giving it to other people flows so much more naturally once you've got it figured out for yourself. And knowing that, like you said, you're not perfect. It's not always going to be great. And yeah, even though you're a super positive person, I'm the same way. Like, you're allowed to have bad days. You're allowed to slip up and stuff. But you naturally just, like, give that. And I feel like that's why I feel, like, really connected with you in that, like, it just flows out, and you just give compassionately. You that compassion goes to other people, and that's what we really need in this world to, like, get through all the craziness. Is just that natural, like, human connection and just being human.
Yeah,
like, that's really all we are.
Exactly.
We're just humans. Like, we're not perfect. It's not going to be the best all the time, but that's how we can connect with people too.
Yeah, the fact that we are human. That's actually really funny that you said that, because I posted a quote last night on Instagram. What did I say? Love is connection, because we connect through our hearts. That's really how we connect with the world. Like, when I see somebody, I don't see you because you have blonde hair and blue eyes, or brown hair and green eyes. Like, I don't see that. I don't see your physical. I don't see that, you decide you're a Buddhist or you're a Muslim. Like, I don't see you. I see you as a human being who's just like me, who goes through their own stuff, and we're really no different. I mean, we just have had different experiences.
I think that is 100% true. Like, it doesn't matter what our physical presence is. It doesn't matter what we believe in or anything like that. And it really is just, like, two human beings, like, connecting on a deeper, like, soul-filled level. Like, we really, and even if our physical bodies look different, we actually have the same stuff in us. We all have a heart, we all have lungs. Some of us don't have missing pieces and whatever, but
those are the cool
I'm just saying
people.
that from my background being in healthcare. But yeah, like, that's what life is about. And I think, like, a big thing that I believe in is doing things, like, in your life that bring you joy, that, like, light you up, that lift you up. Because, like, why not? Like, why not enjoy your life? Like, we can all sit around and complain and be like, oh, I wish I had this and that and whatever. And then it's comparing between people. But, like, why not connect with someone that you don't know at all, and go do something fun with them? Or, like, look up when you're walking down the street away from your phone and smile at someone. I, like, challenged myself to do that for a week, and it was amazing to see the reactions you get. Some people are like, what are you doing? And some people, you could just see them actually physically relax and be like, oh, it's going to be okay. Like, you never know if you smiling at someone could have shifted that switch, and maybe they were suicidal and someone smiled at them and they're like, okay, wait, maybe there is a deeper, meaning to life or whatever. Or maybe someone's having a terrible day and you, like, brighten their day up. Or someone's having an awesome day and you're, like, making it even better. Like, it's just, that's what life is about, is connecting with people. And it doesn't matter all of the outside stuff. And we all have our baggage. We all have our stuff. And, it's not perfect, but like, why not go through this with other people and go through it together? So,
Exactly.
yeah.
No,
I'm like, I'm just saying like yes to everything you're saying and nodding my head because I'm like, I agree 100%. I agree. Yes.
That's exactly how I feel.
So cool. It's so cool.
No, because everything you just said literally is everything I always say. Like, smile at strangers. What is the big deal? What is going to happen? They're not going to smile back at you sometimes? Hey, that's okay. At least you may have changed their day. Seriously, I always say this. You're like on the same wavelength as me.
Totally. But I think pointing out what just happened between us, like when you are at that like higher vibration and you're just putting yourself in this better space, like look what you attract.
Yes.
Like you bring more good into your life when you fill yourself up with more good. You know? Absolutely. And I think that that's something that people are like, oh, there's no way I can do that. Like, you seem so happy and positive and upbeat. Yes, I am, but I've worked on it. And the more you work on yourself and you love yourself with the self-love that we were just talking about, and you give yourself that self-care, the higher vibration you're going to be functioning at, and the more you're going to bring people into your life that you're like, honestly, like, why am I having this conversation with Jessica? Right? Like, why is this happening? It's because you like put it out there, you know? And you're going to find that the more you do that, the more it's like situations, it's people, it's all of this stuff. Like at first I was like, law of attraction, that doesn't, no, it is real. Like you put out what you want back, you know? So you have a choice. You can either be positive about something or negative, you know, like why not choose to be positive? Even when things are terrible, you have a choice in how you want to show up each day. So why not make a choice that's going to help you, but it's also going to help everyone else you interact with. Exactly. Sorry, I feel like I just got on my soapbox and I was like, yes.
Keep going. You want a microphone? Or what are those things?
Think it's like, it doesn't have to be so hard. Sometimes we make it seem so hard, but it's a simple choice. And it doesn't have to be as hard as we make it. So
no, it's true.
That's all for my rant done.
No, I want to so I want to go back to what you were saying about like human connection really quick. Sometimes, people that are depressed, right, and like suicidal, they're depressed and suicidal mainly, this is from experience because I was like depressed in high school. Not like really depressed, but I went through a phase. Regardless, most people are depressed or suicidal. If you speak to them, it's because they feel alone. They feel that nobody understands them. They don't have anybody to talk to. And like they're just by themselves. Because from my perspective again, as humans, we innately just crave human connection. We want to connect with somebody. We want to be able to speak to somebody who understands us or who just gets us. It feels good. It's like this like great feeling in your heart where, wow, this person like is really listening to me. They're understanding me. They're just really cool. Like it's just like how we're talking. It just is natural and it just flows. It's not forced. It's just part of the connection, you know. And I think that the more we step outside of our bubbles and open our hearts to the world, the better it feels because we are getting that connection that we really want. And yes, you're going to have times, because I've been there, where you may give all of your love to people that don't necessarily give it back in return. Not to bring up bad things, but it happens and it's okay, because I know that's what a lot of people say, like, oh, well, you know, I've had this happen to me before and I'm scared of that happening again. But if you walk around your whole life from one bad experience with this fear of like everybody's going to treat you like that, then chances are that is what you're going to come across. But if you walk around and you say, you know what, that was just one experience, the next person's going to be great, then the next person is going to be great. It's just really what you believe in your heart is going to happen.
I completely agree with that. And I don't know if you know or follow Marianne Williamson or Gabby Bernstein or any of those, but I love them. So I was actually just rereading Return to Love from Marianne Williamson's book.
Very good book.
And she talks about, like what you just said, is when we make decisions based on fear and we have fear driving us, then it's that like lower and negative thing. But fear is also kind of the opposite of love. So if you're avoiding a situation because you're afraid of what could happen,
Mm-hmm.
you're actually like not allowing love to come into your life.
Mm-hmm.
So when you have that approach to things of, hey, I'm going to see what happens, I'm going to give love. If you don't get it back in return, or you end up being hurt, it's not the end of the world. It's just, hey, maybe this, I'm speaking more from like a relationship standpoint, but like,
Mm-hmm.
maybe this relationship wasn't meant to be, but oh my gosh, I learned so much about myself from this. I mean, I'm speaking from a point of, I was in a long relationship that just ended, and I thought like that was going to be everything, and we were getting married and all this stuff, and you can choose to be like, oh, woe is me, this is horrible, or you can be like, wait, I learned from this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared of being hurt again, but I also know that if I stay in that state of fear, I'm never going to be able to find like the love that I crave. So you have to get out of that fear in order to step into love.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
I'm like, me and you, yes, 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 keep going, yes. No,
Yeah.
it's so true.
But it's I love what you said, that human connection is an expression of love.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I'm a hugger and stuff, and I can go, like, I'm putting my science nerd cap on right now, but from my work as a physical therapist with infants and babies, like, one of the first things I always tell parents is to hold your child, like, let them, there's all this research on like skin to skin contact, kangaroo
Yes.
care and stuff, having them physically touch you and connect with you, their
Mm-hmm.
heartbeat syncs with yours, and it actually brings the baby like calming and at ease, just feeling that connection of you. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what we're born into. Why can't we go back to that all the time? You know, that's what we need. We crave that as an infant when we're born. So we're not going to stop craving that. That's part of human nature.
Mm-hmm.
So connecting with people is what makes us human.
Yes.
That's what makes us different than animals and all that kind of stuff, from like a totally scientific perspective.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes us different. So why not connect with people? That's what we are about.
Exactly. Wait, so you just opened up a little can for me really quick. Children, right? So
Yeah.
this whole conversation, we've touched on loving ourselves, taking care of ourselves, and by being more compassionate towards ourselves, we will naturally be more compassionate to the world. But also, if we want to change the world and bring more love and peace into this world, we also have to start by teaching our children to be more loving and be more peaceful, because children innately are not hateful. They don't see color. They don't see any of that. They naturally just smile and want to love. So it's really the environment that they're in does make a very big difference. The way that they are raised, what they are taught, those are very sensitive years that kind of pave the pathway for their future. So for anybody that wants or doesn't like what's going on in the world, doesn't like, the bad things that are happening, you have a chance to teach your children or teach any children around you to be that love and be the change that they wish to see in the world. I just had to get that out.
Can I tell you that the change you wish to see in the world is my quote?
Yeah.
That is my jam, and I agree. Like, kids, obviously they're the wave of the future, because they are the future. They're, that's where things are going to be. But kids are also like sponges, and they take everything in, and man, they are little parrots too. Like, the things that you say and repeat, like, I mean, I work with kids. That's what I do when I do my physical therapy work. Aside from my coaching, I work with babies and toddlers. And it's amazing to see how, like, moldable they are. Mm-hmm. So you do, like, your words do have an impact. And I'm not saying that to make you feel like anyone who has kids to be like, oh my God, I have to worry about every single thing I say. No, it's not it. But even just like giving your kids a hug, looking them in the eye, and knowing that, like, they're okay, even from a young age, is a way to model that behavior. And yeah, you can make a huge impact on kids. And if you think about, like, pure nature of a child, like, every kid wants to run around naked, like, outside, screaming, and like, that's what we should get back to. I'm not saying everyone become nudists, but, like, run around and like be in the joy that life is. Like
Yes.
I wish, like my word of the year, and I feel like it for my life is joy, and I want to feel joy. I want to bring more joy into my life. I want to bring joy into other people's lives, but that's because I see how much pure joy and bliss like little kids have, and it's like, why do we taint them and mess them up so much and become such messed up adults? Because we have a conscience and we're human and all that stuff. But like we can always go back to that pure state of bliss and joy. Yeah. So
it's always there.
Yeah.
It's just getting it. Like it's there. I guess it's kind of like, I'm trying to think of a good analogy. Like putting on an outfit for the day. Like you have the outfit of anger and madness.
Yeah.
You have like your joyful bliss outfit. And you put on, like, wear clothes that make you feel that way. Don't wear clothes that make you feel, like, stiff and, like, you know?
Right.
That's actually a good one. I like that one, actually. I think I'm going to use that again.
I love that. I mean, that's why I wear, like, flowy shirts and yoga pants all the time. I mean, hey, I'm in a job that I can do that. But, like, you want to feel comfortable. You want to feel good with you and who you are and be free and happy and light.
Yes, exactly. Okay, we've been going for a while. Okay, anything else that you want to add before we wrap it up?
Oh my gosh, no, this has been amazing, and
thank you.
I just feel like I'm just super grateful for having this conversation. I feel like so in sync and aligned with everything you're talking about, and you know, I hope that other people can relate to this and connect with it, and we can just really spread more of this vibe, these good vibes, like everything that this is about, to other people. And the more we spread it, like the more we're going to change and be the change we wish to see in the world. So thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, because you shared a lot of wisdom. I really, really appreciate it. Like this was just amazing, and I'm grateful that we were able to connect and have this. This is awesome. We have to talk more. Because it's
for sure. Absolutely. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you, Katie. Can you tell everybody where they can find you, like your website, any social media?
Absolutely, yeah. My website is Starting Smart Wellness, so it's www.startingsmartwellness.com. My social media stuff is katiehenry.startingsmart for Instagram and on Facebook and all that jazz. So I'd love to talk about this stuff, as you guys can say, so reach out and I will gladly talk more.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Katie. You're great. This is amazing. I hope everybody enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful week and keep spreading the love. Peace and love.
You too, man. Love.